So hi guys, a very good morning to all of you. This is Rahul Prajapati and welcome to this webinar. So today we are going to talk about the expiry buying setup. So today is the expiry day, right? So we'll be discussing about how can we, make most of, out of the expiry day and how can we make money out of it. So we'll discuss trade setups, okay, and what are the key tools and key points that we need to keep in our mind so that we can, easily understand the expiry day. So the mistakes that people do while trading on the expiry day specifically. So let's start the session and see, because we are already, the expiry day has already been, it's 11 mostly, it's very, so it's 10:30 now. So let's see. So first of all, before we talk about the, even about the intraday trade, right? Just give me a second. Okay. Let me just share. Okay, fine. So first of all, we'll talk about how we can make how can we simply understand that what market is right now doing. Okay, so before even for the taking a trade on the intraday, we need to decide what is the direction of a market. Okay, so so there are generally two people, right? Okay, so who are active in the market. One are the buyers. Okay, so they want to make good profits on the last day because we have seen a huge movement in the market on the last expiry day, not because of volatility, there are other reasons. So there is a huge movement happens because of there are different reasons in the market. First, on the expiry day, and second, there are other people, other set of people who are just doing the option writing. They anticipate that market will not go anywhere. Okay, so in the tussle of these people, the traders who are actually looking for a momentum in the market, or in the people who are only looking for non-directional view, we need to see who will win and how can a buyer can win over this this situation, and how can a seller generally have an upper edge. So we need to see all these points specifically before we jump to the trading part. Okay, so if we talk from the perspective of option seller, right, writer ke perspective say, if we see, uh, we need to keep in our mind that seller only sells for a he basically go and write the options to gain the theta. Okay, to gain theta, to gain just the time value of the option which is left out for the last day on the expiry day. Okay, and they become most active because theta decays is very heavy on the last trading session, right? So that is the reason that they are doing it. Now second thing, just give me a second. Okay, second thing, option buyers are looking for because the option premium has already decreased to a very lower level. They always look for buying a cheap call options, or probably put up options, and they want to make good fortune out of it if market moves drastically in their favor, right? Okay, so that is what we are talking about. Okay, so how can we simply improvise on the things that option buyer needs, and how can we go with the small predicting power and see that okay, this market might move up or this stock might move up, so we can make money out of it. Okay, so that is the thing. Now let's talk about the what is the sense of a market and how can we identify where market is going today. First of all, we need to identify that intraday trade. Okay, so we'll go to this built up and we'll go to the symbol. Okay, now if you see here, these are the all F&O stocks. So as we all know, probably, right? Okay, I feel that we all know because we have discussed it many times in our webinars. Okay, so open interest and price is a 4 relationship which gives you long and winding, short and short covering. So in long and short covering, price is actually going up. Okay, price is actually moving up. So 125 stocks long and 15 stocks approximately short covering. So 140 stocks. Out of 200, 140 stocks are basically trading in a upside move, right? And short covering and long unwinding are approximately 58, right? So the major proportion of the, all the F&O stocks are on the long side. That means the market momentum is anyhow on the bullish side, right? And if you see the market, both Nifty and Bank Nifty are moving up, right? Okay. So that is what we're talking about. The trend is on the upside. So that means we can anticipate good bullish trades to make money out of it, right? Okay, that is what the agenda is. Right. So we will keep our view on the positive side. So whenever on expiry day market opens, just do this calculation that how many people, how many, the stocks are trading in the long and short covering specifically. And for a bearish trade, long and unwinding and short should be higher, right? Okay, that is what we are talking about. Okay. Now, next thing. So first, the step is that you need to identify where the market is going. So that means that the market momentum is upside. Now there is one more thing, that if we buy something, what is going to be against us is theta. Okay, so we can simply take care of that also. Let's talk about Nifty perspective first. So for today's expiry, okay. So for today's expiry, see, this is the theta value. Okay, so this is where we have seen. Okay, so 38 rupees. That means this option is going to expire worthless. And see, there are huge position are building up in this. And market is exactly trading at 17,700 and just above this. Okay. So market is actually trading near its resistance because these values are almost same, right? Okay, 127 and 146, right? So they are huge amount, but still market is trading near the highest call because these two are very same. So if market breaks 17,700 today, what will happen? This call option price will move very drastically on the upside, because what will happen? These buyer will jump into buying the 17,700 call option, and simultaneously these option sellers who sold this option, they might be start exiting this call option. So there are type of buying pressure happening in this. One, if market is moving up because of the buyers are very aggressive and they're buying it, and seller are exiting again, they are exiting their position. So they have all created, see, 52,79,000 is the position that added today only in just like 1.5 hours, right? So that means that's a good addition happening. Option sellers are anticipating market will not break 17,700. Right? That is one thing. Okay. So you can check the option chain simply. But this is where the breakout will come. Okay. So excuse me. So this is where breakout will come, and we have the opportunity because we know this at this point of time, option seller has a tendency that it will lose. If he will lose out, who will make money? Buyer will make money. Okay. So इस breakout को ही हमको identify करना है, and then we'll try to see if market moves up above or not. Okay. Fine. Now let's see. So we'll check the open interest. Okay. Before we move to this, let me show you. So we know theta. Okay. So theta is one thing that is going to affect us, right? Now let me show you one more thing, that how this thing can be improvised, right? And why we should be an option buyer on the expiry date. Okay, so that is the reason we'll understand. See, excuse me. So let's say Nifty spot let's say market is trading 17,700 right now. We bought strike 17,700 only. Zero, let's say 0.20. Okay. And let's say days to expiry is 25. If I just calculate the call option price, The call option price should be 369. Okay. Now let's say on the same day when 25 days to expiry, market moves 17,900. That means it moved 200 points on the day. My call option will jump to 480. And that I made how much? Almost 29-30%. Okay, that is this one. Okay, so that is almost 30% return. Okay, this is what we have done. Now, why we need to trade on the options on the expiry day? Let's see. I just reduce it to 2 days, let's say. Okay. Now, in this case, my 100 call option will become 234. That means, so in this last 2 days of the expiry, if we trade, my 104 will become this much, and my percentage return is 124. So, can you see that exponential return that we have generated just by, trading the same, just by catching the same momentum when we are very near to the expiry. So that means the momentum will be very fast in this phase, and that is happening because of the gamma. Okay, gamma effect is very nice. Okay, very heavy on this day. So that's why ATM option will react drastically, and you will make money out of this. Right? That is what we're talking about. Okay, fine. I hope that makes sense. Now see. That means market is trading right now as exactly at 17,000. Go for it again. So logically, what we need to find here is that market is exactly trading near at 17,700, right? Okay. So see, if you see this, there is a huge addition happening right now. Okay? At this on this call option, 53 lakhs almost has been added in the 17,700 call option. But we need to see when market will give a breakout above this. This will start unwinding. So that means we are looking at from last day perspective. Now let's see what is happening from last 1 hour or probably 30 minutes. Okay. So today is 25th, and let's say from 10. Okay. So we are looking this data from the 10 a.m. Okay, today. Okay, still showing the addition, right? Okay. So as soon as the market will start moving above 17,700, this volume, this open interest should be showing unwinding. Okay, and this is where we are going to have a good understanding that this market is like to give a breakout. So even if the market moves 100 point after this, we have the upper edge that it will make money out for us, right? Okay, that is one thing that we need to understand. Okay, so there the option seller will get trapped and market will move up. So for intraday, we need to find this situation. So the question arises is that how can we find a stock which is, trading near the highest call option, or it is giving you breakout, right? So we'll go in the triggers. Okay. Now triggers will help you to identify those stocks which are trading near to the highest call option. And today is the last day of expiry, so a lot of stock might give you good breakout. Okay. So see, these are all stocks which are trading near the highest call option: National Aluminium, PEL. See, PL have already moved up. Okay. So it would have been given a breakout above 200 level, 2000 level. Okay. Now see the see 2000 was the highest call option today. Okay, and it gave a breakout. So see, a lot of unwinding, almost 50% or almost 40% has been unwinded in this call option, right? See, so PL has just in the session, in the morning session, it had moved up, right? Okay. So let's see 2000 call option. Now see, we'll plot a OI in this. So 916, see, so this is the unwinding was happening since yesterday only. But even if market today's, market gave a breakout above this level, see, on the option chart. So from here, see at 20 rupees, the breakout came. And open interest has already been unwinded. That means there's a still chance that market might move up from here, right? Okay, because unwinding of open interest suggests that option sellers are exiting from this call option. Right? So on this breakout, we would have bought this call option simply. Okay, from here on this breakout, we would have bought this call option. Right? Okay. So 20 rupees पे अगर हम इस call option को buy करते, we would have bought this call option at this price and see the market moves to 36, 37 rupees. So you need to understand that where unwinding is happening. If you're able to identify that, okay, in any particular strike price, unwinding is happening for a call option, that means open interest is falling. And that open interest is falling, that will lead to the jump in the price because of the short covering. Because these are the option sellers who are exiting from the market. From this breakout, we would have entered it somewhere at 22, 21 rupees. On this breakout, on the breach of this high of this candle, we would have entered at 22 rupees. And after that, even market went up 30 and 40 rupees, right? So that is what, you can look for simply. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to identify those stocks which are trading near to the highest call option. If there's an unwinding happening, there's a short chance that, there will be short covering move coming up after that. If you're able to identify that thing, you can simply go and buy that option. So in intraday, you can simply look for these buying setups and we can simply go and take a trade, right? Okay. So you would have made it a good amount of money in this, just in this move only, right? From 20 to 30, even 10 rupees you have earned about this in this. And if you have traded multiple lots, you would have made a good amount of money in this. Okay. 10 rupees only. So 10 rupees you have fetched almost in one lot, you would have got almost like 3,000 rupees. Okay. And you can create it for five or 4 or 5 lots. You can simply made a good amount of money, right? In that, even around 10,000 rupees. So simply you can trade that. So this is a very simple trade setup that you need to focus. Okay. So let's see now Nifty. We know that 17,700 call option might give a breakout. So let me talk about this trade setup. Okay. So market is exactly trading at 17,700 C. Now let me plot a OI in this. Okay, so I'll plot 17,700 call option. Today is 25th August 22. Okay. Okay, now see, right now the OI is increasing in this. Okay. So there is no unwinding happening since the morning. The OI is continuously increasing in this column. That means sellers are more aggressive. Sellers are keep on selling this option. They don't fear that that market might move up from here. But the trend looks positive for Nifty, right? As of now. So if this call option breaks up above this level, so this is consolidation happening here. Okay. So this is a consolidation zone that I look for. So if you're option seller, you can simply keep selling, also even in Nifty also happening, right? So we can simply sell this option. So as of now, if you look at this, we have a breakout above 43, or let's say 45 rupees, okay? And 32 rupees is my stop loss, or 33, or let's say 30 rupees. Let's say 15 rupees stop loss will take it. Fine. So logically, should be you should be trading, right? Okay. Now you can, do the further analysis to define when to take a trade, but the stop loss and trade, the trade you need to always decide in this, right? Okay. So what happens is that logically, if I would have taken this trade, right? Okay, so I would be taking a trade above this 43 or 45, let's say, because of this consolidation. Whenever we get a breakout above this, there might be chances that option sellers might get scared about this, and they will break this line. Okay, so the short covering move will come. Okay, so as soon as this will break this line on the higher side, breakout will come, and this open interest should fall. So that is the one condition, that price should move up in the call option and open interest should start decreasing. Now, what could give you further, anticipation about this? We'll go and check the order book data. Okay, so this is buyer initiated quantity. So what is buyer initiated quantity for call option? That means whenever market, so people are buying at a market price. So what we need to do is, as soon as the market breaks this 43 level, okay, as soon as the market breaks this 43 levels, we'll get a breakout. So breakout coming with the good volume, or let's say this open interest, or let's say if you say a buyer initiated quantity means it's just the market executed quantities have that been executed at the market price. So we need a good spike in this once we have a breakout. So when there's a breakout comes, a lot of people jump into buying at this. So that's a mass anticipation, mass participation happens at 45 rupees level. Okay, so from there market will definitely go and give a breakout. Okay, so 45 rupees is the level that I would be looking for to, would have been creating a long position in this. And 30 rupees is okay to a stop loss, right? Okay, if I just want to put the trade, okay. Still, you need to consider your financial advisor for taking the trade, okay. This is my views on this, okay, that market might, give a breakout above this. Looking at the data, okay, this data suggests me that this is the move that we're going to have, okay. So above 45, okay, so this is a trade. So you can simply check now, whenever this market gives a breakout, this is where you're going to have a trade. So how do we find it? We found it that, okay, the market is likely to break 17,700 because there's a lot of selling happening, and if the market moves up, these option sellers will unwind the position, and when they will unwind the position, you can simply have a move in this. Okay, so that is one thing. Simply you can again go and check what triggers and which stocks are likely to give you that move. Okay, so now let's identify this thing. So Bank Nifty is also trading very near this highest call option, 39,500. So there is a huge addition happening in this, but it might give you breakout. Okay, Nifty is again 17,200, but 17,800 is the highest call option. So Vedanta could be the next stock. It's trading very near to the highest call option. Okay, and let's see, there's 36% unwinding already happening in this. Okay, so see that this stock has been unwinded. Okay, so we'll go and check 270. आज का ही देखते हैं. Okay, तो ₹1 का कॉल ऑप्शन चल रहा है. Okay, so the stock went up, the call option went up, and then came down. Now it is again giving a breakout above. The stock is giving a breakout above 270 option, right? So as soon as the market will give a breakout above this level, from here, let's say 2 rupees, we can enter in this. Okay, but the only condition is that market should be having a good buyer initiated quantity at this point of time, and will deploy OI also. So OI is already falling in this. We have seen in the open interest also the call is opening. The call option has already showing a huge unwinding happening. Okay, so any breakout above 2 rupees will give you a movement. Okay, and 1 rupee could be the stop loss we can place, and we can simply hold the strategy, right? Okay, so this is what we can do it. So in Nifty now, let's check the Bank Nifty also. Okay, so Bank Nifty is also consolidating, right? Okay, so any breakout above these levels will give you a good return. Okay, so we can, so any breakout above this level, so 39,400, right? Anyhow, okay, so let's go and check 39,500. You can, okay, so somehow we have a breakout above 60 rupees. Sorry. That means the OI should decrease. So any breakout comes with the OI decrease, and increase in the buyer initiated quantity is a good trade to take, right? Fine. So this is, if I would have taken a trade above this, once we'll give a breakout above 60 rupees, we'll go and take a trade. Okay, I'll go and take a trade, and I would have, plot this stop loss here somewhere here. Okay. So we have seen Nifty trade also, Bank Nifty trade also. Okay, this is the simple trading setup that you can understand. So what we have done, we just trying to identify where the option sellers are getting trapped. Okay, and we are entering in the market by identifying these situations. Okay, so if market moves in our favor, we'll go and take a trade in this. But the only condition is that it should be going on the negative side, right? The OI should decrease. Okay, so let me see. So this is the trading setup. Okay, you can simply go and check a lot of other stocks also. Okay, so that is the thing. Okay, use the triggers. Okay, triggers will help you to identify the any stock which is trading near the highest call option. Okay, that might give you a good move. See, these all stocks are okay. Bajaj Auto, the stocks. See, there's already unwinding happening on this. But we look for a long side, because the reason being is that the trend of the market is on the higher side. The stocks might have a good tendency that they will move on the higher side. Okay. So Titan is there, Chola Finance is there, Nifty is also there. Okay, Nifty has actually moved up. See, there might be some unwinding might be happening in this. Let me see. The stock has Nifty has moved 17,710. Okay, so need a breakout again above this level. So this is what we need. So buy initiative should increase. That's what we needed. Okay. And if market break this level, we know this call has gone for a toss. Okay. So this stock, so we'll not buy the 17,700 call option if the market breaks this level anyhow without entry also. So this is the trade. Okay. So Vedanta we can look for, Nifty we can look for, Bank Nifty we can look for. So these are the all stocks that we found from looking at the data. Okay. And the entry point we have decided using the charts. Okay. So that is what the agenda is. Okay. Now the question arises that you guys might be thinking that, okay, how you would be using all these tools. Okay, so simply you can for 2 days you can simply use that code that I have written on the top. Okay, so YTube. So simply register your application. Okay, your number on this application, and then go to the have promo code. Okay, then type YTube. Okay, once you click on this, you can apply. You'll get a 2 days, okay, subscription for the application for Pro Plus also. So you can try this thing. Okay, you can try all those tools that we have shared today. Okay, so triggers we have talked about open interest. Okay, we have talked about the order and trade. Okay, And we have talked about we have even seen the charts also, OI and order and trade data. Okay, so simply you can plot this and you can learn option scalping. Okay, we have already shared some of the videos earlier also on this topic, but this is how the simple trades we can place, and we can look for option buying in this. Okay, what's standing against us is that only option sellers. Okay, if market doesn't move anywhere, theta decay will kill us. Okay, so that is what we need to talk about. Okay, so whenever we go and take a trade, the trade should not be, the trade specific time should not be more than an hour. Okay, so or probably 1.3 or 2 max. Okay, so that's the maximum thing. Okay, don't exceed your trading or buying trades more than 2 hours anyhow. Okay, so this is what the time stop loss that I can say on the theta part. Okay, if the market doesn't move in our favor, go and take the exit. Okay, fine. So use this code YTube. Okay, and see that you can use this data also, and try to improvise on the things, try to learn new things. Okay, and these two things, these two data points specifically that we have shared will definitely help. And keep an eye on these two, three stocks, Nifty and Bank Nifty and Vedanta I've shared. Okay, because we took on the long side, because the stock or Nifty trend is looking bullish, and Nifty is exactly trading at 17,700. Okay, so if that gives a breakout above that level, we'll go for, I should be going for a long call in that case, or probably. So in intraday, we'll definitely going and buying. So we understood the gamma effect also, how gamma effect, sees it exceeds in that case. Okay, so gamma effect is very heavy on the last 2-3 days. Okay, that we get a breakout, and you see the options prices are moving very drastically on the higher side. Okay, so that is what it means. Okay? So that is the thing. Now let me just move. So we talked about this. Okay, so this is, use this promo code and to use this all these tools for 2 days at least, right? Okay, and try to see if you can improvise on these things. Any doubt, any questions that you have, I'll take it, right? Just give me a second. Okay. Okay, when we need to take the, check the triggers specifically, right? Okay, so that is the question that I got. One, so triggers should be used. You can use any point of time on the expiry day, because this is today's is the stock expiry also. So you can check, simply filter out the stocks. Okay, so whenever so if you want to get it, the gamma effect trade specifically. Okay, if you see the expiry day, gamma effect is very heavy on the ATM call option. So we should be going and buying the ATM options anyhow. Okay, that is what we're talking about. But we need a momentum. Okay, so that momentum will only get when we see that, okay, there is a breakout is on the, so any stock option is giving you breakout. Okay? So we breakout from the highest call option. So if the unwinding is happening in that, market will give a breakout. Now, when do we check this? Okay, when do we check the triggers? You can check the triggers any point of time. Okay, mostly if you check after 9:30, the first 15 minutes, let the market settle, and then see if there's a breakout coming up in this any particular stock. You can simply try that thing. Okay, fine. So on expiry, it is good to buy in the money or ATM. So only go with the ATM options, because ATM options reacts highest on, to the underlying moment. Okay, so that is where you will get the good move. Okay, fine. So Bank Nifty we have discussed, Nifty we have discussed one stock. Okay, keep an eye on these stocks and see if that trade that we have shared, that will work out. Okay. So for the code, please register your number on the application. Okay, if you're using it. Okay, if you're new to the Quantsapp, just register your number. Okay, and type this YTQ code in the promo code. Okay, so you will get a 2-day subscription. Okay, and you can simply use these tools to use the Quantsapp, and you can simply understand that, okay, how this tool works, and that learning will definitely come to you. Okay, so that is what we have. Any other questions? If you have anything, okay. So just simply go and check here. Okay. So जहां पर जब आप एप्लीकेशन को ओपन करेंगे वेब ऐप पे, so simply go to the your alphabet name. Okay, यहाँ पर पुणे पे जो आ रहा है, right? Okay, and then click on have promo code. Then यहाँ पे हम लोग YTube टाइप करेंगे. Right? Please do register for this, get this subscription, and see how you still you have a whole day, right? Okay, you might get 2-3 breakouts more as soon as we approach like 12:30 or 1. After that, you might get a good moves in the stocks. Okay, so try this code and you can try to make money out of it the way I have shared it with you, right? Okay, so that is what breakout you're going to get in this. Okay. Fine, try to use triggers, try to use order and data. Okay, and simply you can use the option chain and all this data, that simple data that we use. Okay, simply. So this might have you create, help you to create a trading setup, and then you can make money out of it. Okay, so that is the agenda only. Okay, and do register and do use this code. Okay, so that you get the subscription, right? Okay, so that's all from my side, guys. I'll see you again in the next session. Thank you so much. If you have any query, okay, so just one more request from your side. Okay, if you can just scan it out and you can give us a rating, okay, on the Play Store, that might help you. Okay, so it will hardly take 2 minutes. Okay, so just just scan it out from your mobile application. It will take you to the Play Store, whatever platform you have. If you have Apple phone, so it will take you to the Apple Store. Okay, and if you have Android, it will take you to the Android. Okay, just scan it out. Okay, and help us to get this. Okay, one rating specifically. Okay. Hardly it will take 1.5 minutes of yours. Okay, just write one comment, whatever you feel like about the application, you can just type it there. Okay, fine. just just take 1 minute from your precious time and just write. If you can you know rate us on the Play Store, that will help us. Okay, thank you so much. And if you have any query, you can write us on the support at Quantsapp. Okay, you can join me on the Twitter also in this handle. Okay, fine. So that's all. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you again. Bye and take care.